Hey YouTube, Brandon here with Ikson Reptiles. In today's video, I want to go over the differences between Monarch and Ultramel, which a lot of people feel are quite similar. However, there are definitely some differences. So let's start off with a photo that I took now probably a good 2 months ago that compares the looks of an adult Ultramel as well as an adult Monarch. So as you can see, the Ultramel has a lighter kind of purple tinge in between the alien heads, and the yellows are a much softer kind of a golden yellow. These colors also stay fairly consistent as they age. They do actually lighten a little bit and lose a little bit of contrast as they get older. And when you look at the color on the Monarch, you can see a much deeper, richer color in between the alien heads that is notably darker than the Ultramel, as well as the alien heads are a little bit more of a deeper or richer color as well, which offers a little bit more contrast. Both Ultramel and Monarch have a little bit of flaming that kind of comes up in between the alien heads, along the dorsal of the snake, and even into the head. And even into the head, it is often lightened. So Monarch often have a deeper, more rich coloration that often darkens as they age, and that's for the good, as it offers a lot more contrast. This, in my opinion, does allow for a little bit of flexibility with things in the future because you can add both things to lighten the morph as well as darken it. So today, Ultramel has had a lot more done with the project, and currently I have several different Ultramel animals with various recessive and co-dominant genes. So let me show you a couple of those now. The same cannot be said for Monarch, which is both a good and a bad thing. You are basically starting from scratch, which allows you a lot of room to build out projects the way that you like. And if you do get a Monarch with additional genes, you are definitely going to be paying a premium for that. Comparing the Monarch clown against the Ultramel clown. Overall, they both start out looking great. The Monarch again has much deeper colors. As the Ultramel clown ages, it does lighten and lose a little bit of its contrast, and the same can also be said for the Monarch clown, which is fairly surprising because they start out so much darker than an Ultramel. Now let's take a look at the Monarch pied and compare that to the Ultramel pied. This one is a little different because the Ultramel pied, in my opinion, starts out looking considerably better. The Ultramel pied is a very vibrant orange with deep dark purples, and they just look amazing. The Monarch pied has a little bit too much contrast and is a little bit dark, and it almost looks slightly different than a normal pied. And that very well could be the images that are on the internet showing these animals. So for me, the Ultramel pied wins this. However, with the Monarch, once you start adding pastel, you do begin to get a little bit of that watercolor look that you can get with an Ultramel pied. I think there's going to be a lot of tick for tack whenever you're comparing Monarchs and Ultramels with the combos. A lot of this is going to come down to personal preference. And for me, I like both, so I'm going to be working both projects. However, I have a lot more leverage within the Ultramel because it's far more established, so I know that I'm going to gain a lot more ground a little bit quicker with that project, as we are just beginning to explore the possibilities with Monarch. So what are your thoughts? Are you Team Ultramel or Team Monarch? Leave a comment down below, and while you're there, check the links in the description for our Morph Market and find something for a new or existing project, and follow us on Instagram at Ikson Reptiles. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks.